Adams says. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is Tony Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get... him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the count. Attack brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton, big hold of the 30. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Dalton sets up play action. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 3.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Zerline lining up for the point after.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Smith on first down. Got a man, that's Quinn. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Smith's pass.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
5-yard gain on the
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. And it's throwing on 3rd and long. Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Washington, nothing. Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. An 18-yard.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
1-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Deron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup 7 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Washington ball carrier.
There's Gerald McCoy on the tackle. Now in his first year with the Cowboys after 6 Pro Bowl appearances in Tampa and 1 good season in Carolina.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And out of the air, Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dalton. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to... And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A loss of 8 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Washington 3.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st down, Washington.
Barber on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Take over.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. The ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Barber. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Demarcus Lawrence on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Recovered by the
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lawrence on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A loss of a
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The ball carrier.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
To Cody Latimer.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
They snap it to Smith. And this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? A first down carry by Elliott. Breaks through the contact. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
5 yards remain on second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Elliott, toss right, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.